Okay, as we continue on, I'm going to get some weight loaded up on the palette knife for the snow on the hill, on the mountain. Little roll of paint right across the edge. Oh, let's see. Maybe our sunlight's coming from this side here. I'm just going to tap it. Maybe tap it there. Just like that. Just have it come right off of the palette knife. Clean it off, grab a little bit more. Same thing. Just tap it. Will automatically break. Get all that effect that you want in a snow-capped mountain. Like I said, back here. Just barely. Just barely touching. You can always add a little bit more if that's what you think. And I see something right here. I want to make that come out. Go right across. Get all that breaking. We could put something back there in that little spot, because that might be where maybe some of the light is hitting right on the top of this. Just like that, maybe further off in the distance. Just the top of it. You also got to square it off edge right here. I'm going to load that up. Get more of this. The other side was a little bit too big. Okay, after doing that, you're going to take some blue, get some shadow color. Got to get a little bit like a phthalo blue. And use that white, same white. Mix it together. Leave it marbly. Get a roll of paint right across there. Come into the shadow side. Like that. You can put a little bit of shadows in there too. I guess we'll do some of that. Maybe make it a little darker in there with the blues. Maybe you could put some in here. Just like that. Just like that. Now we're going to take this brush here. We're going to tap the bottom of the mountain. Give it that misty look. Pay attention to the lay of the land. You want to tap it that way. Kind of diffuse it. Gives it that misty look at the bottom of the mountain that you'd probably see in real life. Knock the excess off. Now, I'm going to take that same brush, fan brush, and come into the colors that I was using. Clean it off a little bit. black on it. Use some liquid clear and some purple color. Maybe some white. Want it a little bit faded. So I want to put some distant the illusion of distant trees. All I'm doing is tapping down. We'll go all the way across like that. I want to leave that space in between, that mist. Right along that edge. Loading up some more paint. Just gonna have it go right across. Like it's distant evergreen trees. Just like that. Trying to create the illusion. When we're going to come in, we're going to fizzle this out at the bottom. Got to kind of shade it, blend it in. Maybe some more. Who knows, maybe they go up higher. I'm not sure where it's going to end up over here. Just kind of tapping and pushing down like that. Now we got that going on. We'll take that 2-inch brush again we used for the mountain to blend it in. I'm going to use the corner and just tap this down. Kind of blend it in. I'll go across. Get that misty look at the bottom. If that's not working too good for you, just grab some paint off that same brush. Just like that. Kind of tap it in there. Give you some instant fogginess. But you want that distance. Pull up. Kind of helps define the now I'm going to take this fan brush, clean it off a little bit. I'm going to add some, it's going to have flowers in there. I'm going to add some darker area, some green. Maybe some brown, maybe some black, midnight black. Darken the green up. Just like that. And determine where we want, maybe we'll have some water in here, so let's just start out by tapping this. Maybe it goes up, there's a hill there. Grab some more paint. Turn the brush over. Like I said, I'm not sure over here, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to put over here. I might have some branches coming down from the flowers. So all I'm doing is kind of tapping it. Who knows, maybe this comes right around. I think we'll make this bigger. Bigger piece of the land. Just like that. Maybe it comes right around. Get some color in here because it could be summertime. Now what I'm going to do is get some liquid white, liquid clear, because a thin paint sticks to a thick paint. So I got some of that going on there. I think what I'm going to do is put some evergreen trees in. I'm just going to take it just like that and use just a corner of the brush and just tap down. Just like that. Maybe there's one there. Then you're going to take the corner and just tap it and go back and forth to get the look of the tree, the way the evergreen tree would look. Just think of a Christmas tree, how it gets pointier at the top, wider at the bottom. And you know, there's no perfect tree out there, so you can't make a mistake. Maybe that one's a way off. I think I'm going to leave this without any trees. Put one here. Turn the brush over. And you can make them bigger as they get closer. And what that does is it brings it this way even more. I kind of like that, just like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some reflections in the water, I think. This is already the water. I might leave that just like that. Since it's blue, and just go backwards now. Backwards from what you started out with before. Start out smaller at the top and bigger at the bottom. Get the illusion of the reflections in the water. Just like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the palette knife, clean it off, come into some white, liquid white, titanium white, little roll of paint like you did the mountains, and come in here and tap maybe a water line. If you feel you got too much on, because you got a lot of green on there. Just kind of wipe it off and grab yourself some more. Just like that. I like that. Now, I think we'll save the flowers for last over there. Oh. I'm going to stay with that dark paint. And let's maybe see over here, there's maybe a hill coming down. And a tree coming up. So, we'll do something like this. Just like that. Just filling it in, and then I'm going to come back in and shade it and get all the different colors of the grass, all the different yellows, and just filling this in now. Just tapping all the way down. Kind of pay close attention to the lay of the land, because when you're tapping it, you can get them. See another hill to come there. Maybe this goes out here. Maybe it comes up. And when you fill that in, you can also do this same thing with your colors. For right now, I'm just filling this in. Just giving you the idea. Letting you know what you can do when you start putting your colors in, like your yellows and different browns maybe. Some of it can be lighter, because in nature, you know, you got some bare spots and stuff that happens. Just like that. Now, I'm going to take this brush here, the one we were using, and I'm going to go in some colors. I'm going to get some liquid white. Liquid white. It's a lighter. It's almost like using. It's almost like using liquid clear, except it's just a white paint. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some lighter colors. I'm mixing white and yellow. Just tapping it on the brush. When you put it on that green, it's really going to pop in a nice light green. Just like that. So let's say maybe back here we're going to add some color. Just right along there. I'll come back with the fan brush and do that. Maybe this comes down here. See what I was saying about it? I can put something further back and bring this up closer. Maybe make a little hill here. Just tapping it. Just keep loading it up. Where it gets lighter, you can add some more. Where you start losing some paint. You can get all kinds of little things happening. And the more you tap it, you can blend it right in. Maybe that's just like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a lot of this back here that's closest right here darker, because that's where the shadows are. You're not going to see as much. going to see as much of that. You can blend this in as much as you'd like. Leave some dark areas in there. Add some more white. Maybe right out here in the corner. Maybe right out there. Got some pop and some light colors. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take that fan brush, clean off all that green I had on it, and go into some lighter colors to do the background back there with the same thing, same idea. It's a smaller brush, so loading it up just like that. Come in and start tapping back here. Just right along there. Just here and there. Just give that illusion of grassy areas where the sun might be popping back there. I'm going to grab a little bit of white because I think maybe back here. Blending this in a little bit. Softening it up. Okay, got that going on. Set that brush down. Got that stuff happening there. I think I'm going to start on the flowers now. Gonna use this brush here mostly for painting flowers. Using the yellows. Gonna load it up just like that. That sharp edge. Okay, I think maybe we'll start out with we'll make one. Just the edge of them. All I'm doing is touching and pulling. Just like that. Maybe there's one here. Just like that. Make these a little bit lighter. Because they're further back. About what I think I'm going to do now. To make them bigger. So all I'm doing is pulling and twisting. Pulling out, twisting, that can stay like that. Let's make another one, maybe out here. Maybe we'll make a little tulip coming out here. Just like that. Maybe we can put another one out here. Just going, pushing down and coming to a point. We'll fill that in a minute after we work on some of these, making these a little bit bigger. Put that brush down to come into another one. And I think I'm going to do the vines. The vines and the branches. Maybe some of the leaves. Maybe it's coming right there. I just touch that and pulled it around. That will be its covering. Now we can do some leaves. Touching and pulling. Pushing, coming to a point. Pushing and coming to a point. Maybe that one goes off the canvas. Pushing, coming to a point. Maybe we got this happening down here. We'll add some more vines. Pushing, coming to a point. Okay, got that going on. I'm going to set that down. Go back into the yellow brush for the flower. Just pushing and turning. All the way around. Maybe get some darker color for right in the middle. Go back into the green. Maybe it comes from up here. Push. Twist. Got the little thing right in the middle. It can be all kinds of different sizes. Got some things happening in there. Some bigger ones. Bigger leaves. I think down here we're going to put another. Push and pull. Come to a point. Come in with the green. Come in with the green on the other side. Budsy things going, where it's coming down, covering up the covering it up. think what I'm going to do is just fill all this in over here. Fill all this down. Just filling it in with branches and leaves, wherever you think. However big you think it might be too. Like it goes off the canvas. There are some little ones here. Maybe there's whatever. Down to a point, just like that. I'm going to put a tree coming over here, I think. But when I get to that, that's when I'll do it. Make it some darker ones. Maybe they're closer. I think I was going to put another bud down here though. Maybe we'll have point, point, fill that in. Wherever you think. I'm just kind of going along and seeing something and putting it where I think. Maybe there's one right in here. Big one. Just come to a point. Okay, now we'll put another bud in. That one's got some punch to it. I'm going to go ahead and fill this in with some leaves. Come to a point. Just like that. Fill this in. Maybe the other side. Maybe we got some stuff happening here. We can keep working on this side. We can keep filling it in. Wherever you think there's an opening. And I really don't see any that I want to mess with, so I'm going to go back to the fan brush, clean it off with all the yellow on it that we use for the landscaping part. I'm going to go back into the dark colors, because I'm going to put the extension of the trees. Extension of the tree hanging over. So load up the fan brush just like that. I'm going to have a tree coming right down here, but it's going to be hanging over, I think. Just tapping. Filling it in all the way. Filling it in all the way down. Who knows? Who knows, maybe it just comes down to here. Maybe it just hangs over. All the way down to here. It just comes over like that. I see is something that I think might stand out a little bit better in the water. Instead of having a water line there, I'm going to get some purple color. A little roll of paint right across the palette knife. Now, I'm going to take the blender brush and pull it down. Give that illusion of water. Maybe some waves in there or something happening. Instead of having it so clean there. Grab some more, I think. Kind of like that. Kind of like that angle. Kind of get some waves coming in there. Wavy look. Just from throwing some of that stuff on there. Let me do a little bit more, I think, here. Waviness, the waviness. Okay, I think I'm going to take the palette knife and scrape in some twigs and branches, and that color that you have on there is bleeding through, the blue. So all I'm doing is taking this, scraping some stuff in. Looks like there's branches, and I just use the end of this knife. Okay, it looks like it's a completed painting. So what I'm going to do is sign it. Liquid clear. So I think we'll use the dark green color. Right down here. I like putting the year on. So when people ask, you can tell them it was 2013 or whatever year it was. Today, something painted along with me today is something a little different, something that I'm working on. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you come back and see me.